Oke, selamat pagi, good morning, and welcome back to our microprocessor on IoT course. Today is our 10th class. So today we're going to discuss about display, including the LED lamp, 7 segment, and also the LCD display. And we have the guideline. What we're supposed to do for this class is we're going to use this lab. Sorry, not this one. This one. 7 segment and also the power saving button. That means push to see the value visualized by the 7 segment, and then also the LED display, and then the LCD display and LED display, and also the using the temperature. Okay, so let's just start by using the Tinkercad. And then we're going to create a new design. Okay. Okay, let's check out our Arduino. Where's the Arduino? There it is. And then let's start by the simplest one, which is the LED lamp. And then the temperature sensor, this one. Okay, now temperature sensor, which is in this case we are going to use TMP36. Actually, when you are buying something like DHT11 or DHT22, they're basically using the same temperature sensor, which is TMPXX. So when you buy something like DHT11 or DHT22, this is the component. And then when you open the case or the plastic case, it's actually something like this. So this is the temperature and also the humidity sensor, the small one. And then to make it more sensitive, we need the comparator in here. So on this side is the temperature and humidity sensor, the small one. And on this side is the comparator, just to make it more sensitive. And then the value sent by the comparator will be changed to become a digital using the connector in here. Now, first, TMP. TMP, this is the power. So we're going to connect this one to the 5 volt. And don't forget to use the red cable, red color for the cable. And then this one is ground. And the ground is basically black. Now, this is the analog output of the temperature. Okay, now let's try to create our code. First, we don't need to set up the pin mode right now. So we just go directly to here. Or perhaps we need the serial begin 9600, for example. And then I'm going to read what is the value measured by the TMP36, the temperature sensor, in the A0, the ADC0. So I'm going to print out whatever the value read by the TMP36. So serial print line, and then analog read, because this one is analog, and I'm going to read the value of TMP, and then A0. And delay 1000, which means 1 second. Now start. It says that 153. This is 25 degrees Celsius. So we need to calibrate from this value to this value. So the Arduino read 153, which is actually 25 degrees of Celsius. How about if I slide the temperature to become minus 40, and it will become 20. Okay, so minus 40, oh sorry, this shall be another way around. 20 equal to negative 40 Celsius. And then how about 0 degrees Celsius? This one is 102. 102 represent 0 degree of Celsius. Now, how about 100? Okay, this one, 100 is 307. So 307 is representation of 100 degree Celsius. And how about the maximum is 125. 125 will be represented by the TMP36 as 358 equal to 125 degree Celsius. Okay. So now, how do we, well, make the calibration? So how do we understand that if the Arduino said that it's 200, so what 200 represent of the in degree of Celsius? So we can just use the interpolation. The delta of, let's say I'm going to use this value and this value. So 100 degree is comparable to 307 minus 102. Okay. So this will be 205. So that means one value in here will represent 2. Okay, this one is in degree Celsius. 2.05 degrees Celsius. So one value in here, the difference of one value in the serial monitor represent 2.05 degree of Celsius. So now I can just change this one. So let's say the analog read A0 will give a specific value, and then I'm going to transform or convert this value 300 or 200 or 100 to become degree of Celsius. So the value in here will be multiplied by 205. Why? Because one value in here, one value of analog read is equal to 2.05 degree of Celsius. However, we need to add this one with 100. Okay, so after this, I'm going to add with 100. Oops, sorry. Let's start this one first. Okay, start. Now it says that it's 313.65. That's not right. It's supposed to be 25 degree of Celsius. Or maybe in... Okay, 0 is 209.10. So for the calibration, it's not just multiplying by the 2.05, but also we need to shift, because 1 compared to 2.05 is just the comparison. However, we also need the shifting, because let's say the Arduino report the value reported by TNT36 is, let's say, 100. That 100 will be multiplied by 2.05 to become 205. However, if I put 102, oops, sorry. Okay, it's on the other way around. It's not correct. This is the Celsius one. Sorry. Okay. So 1 degree of Celsius comparable to 2.05. So if we want to convert the value in here to become degree of Celsius, we need to divide using 2.05. So let's say I'm going to use, let's say I have 307 in here. So the 307, what is this value represented or represent in the degree of Celsius? So that means I'm going to multiply this one, divide this value using 2.05. So instead of multiplying, we need to divide using 2.05. Okay. Oops. In function loop error expected before. Oh, sorry. This one is the correct operator for division. Okay, almost. It's 74 now. So I forgot to, I need to subtract this one with 100. So it will give 25.85, almost the same like this. How about 0 degree of Celsius, 0.98 degree of Celsius. How about 100? Almost 100. Okay. So this is what we call calibration. Now, based on the value reported by the temperature sensor, I'm going to use the, now let's start with LED lamp. If the temperature is more than 20, please turn on the LED lamp. That's the assignment, for example. So let's say if the temperature is more than 20 degrees of Celsius, please turn on the LED lamp. If not, then turn on the LED lamp. Okay, now this is the anode. So I'm going to put the anode through a resistor. Remember, we need a resistor to limit the current. However, it's too big for 1 kilo ohm. It's only need 250 ohm. Then this one cathode is connected to the ground. Okay, now, sorry. Now we need to pin mode 5 as output. Actually, we don't need to set up the pin mode if that pin is going to be an output, because the default is to become an output. How? If something, okay, so then I need a new variable. If, oh sorry, temperature is, sorry, it's in C style, integer temperature. So temperature is equal to this one. Now, if temperature is more than 20, like this, turn on the LED lamp. Then digital write 5 with high. That's it. Now start. Oh, something wrong. Expected default time. Okay. Okay, before delay. Okay. Now it's turned on. Why? Because the temperature for initiation is 25 degrees of Celsius. Now let's try to move the temperature to become cold. How come it's still on? That's because we already sent at pin 5 with high voltage, and that value will remain the same. It will change only if we rewrite the pin number 5. So that's why we need the else. Else digital write 5 low. Okay, it's turn on the LED. Let's move to, okay, now it's off. On again because it's hot. Off because it's cold, colder, a little bit colder than 20 degrees of Celsius. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, if there's a question, then let's move on to the next lab. Let's use, we already do the LED display. Now let's use the 7 segment. Okay, 7 segment. So let's remove this one. Now, where is the 7 segment? And also I'm going to need the breadboard. Okay, just a small breadboard. And then the 7 segment. Now, we need 2 7 segments because there are 2 values represented by the TMP sensor. Like for example, 20, that means 2 and 0. Maybe 25, that means 2 and 5, and maybe 78, there will be 7 and 8. Okay. Okay, I hope you still remember about the 7 segment. It has 2 types. First one is common anoda, second one is common cathoda. And we're going to use the common cathoda. Okay, the difference in common anoda and common cathoda. In common cathoda, if we want to turn on a segment in the 7 segment, we're going to give 1. That's you need to remember. Okay. Now we need to give the power in here. Okay, and then ground. And then put this. This one's supposed to be red. Okay. Now, to turn on a 7 segment, we need at least 7 7 cable. That 7 cable for each 7 segments. So we need 7 divided by 2. We need to use 14 cable. Actually, we have 14 cable from 0 to 13. However, because we are using the serial port in our code, that means we're not going to be able to use the D0 and D1 because these 2 pins is used by the serial monitor. I have made me a green smoothie. I need to finish it. Yummy. Okay. Now, because we only have 11 port, there will be not enough to turn on to 7 segment. So that means we need to do something to minimize the need of cable. The first one is to use the BCD to 7 segment, this one. So we're going to need to move this one to here. And then this one, let's say to here. This one is the common one, common pin. Okay. Now we need to 7 segment decoder. This one is for this 7 segment, and this one is for this 7 segment. Okay, it's too close. Let's move on. Okay. Very good. Now, power up the 7-segment decoder. This one is the power. This one also the power. And this one is the ground. And this one is the ground. Okay, now this is the input. Input 2, 3. This is lamp test and banking. And let's enable. And then this is input 4. So we have 4 input because this one is BCD to 7-segment decoder. Remember about BCD? It's binary coded decimal. So we just need to send, please visualize number 4, or please visual the value of 5. So it will turn on A, B, and then H, and E, and then D. Now, let's connect this BCD to 7-segment to the 7-segment. Okay, this one is E, and this one is G. This one is E. So this one is supposed to connect to this one. Let's use gray. And then this one is D. D is in here. Okay. And then this one is C. C is here. This one is, no, this is the dot. This is A and B. B, this one is B. Okay, then this one is A. A. And then this one is G. This one is G. This one is F. Okay, finish. Now the other one. This is E. This is E. This is D. This is D. This is C, and this one is also C. This one, no. A. Sorry, this one is B first. B here. And then this one is A. Okay. Yes. And then this one is G. G. And this one is H. Oh, sorry, F, not H. Okay, finish. Now the input. This is input 2, 3, 4, 1. So we're going to use, let's say, this to here. This is input 1. And then there is input 2. Okay, this one. Now input 3 to here. And then input 4 to here. Now the same thing. We have input 1. We're going to use okay, let's say 2, 3, 5, 6. 2. This is input 1. This is input 2. And this one is input 3. And this one is input 4. Okay, finish. Now we need to adjust the lamp test, blinking, and also the listenable. Okay, I forgot about the setup. Let's open the other circuit. Okay, I think this one. Okay, it's supposed to be 1, 1, and 0. Let's just tinker this one. For the lamp test, it will be connected to 1. The lamp test will be connected to 1. Lamp test connected to 1. And then blinking connected to 1. Blinking connected also to 1. Blinking to 1. However, the latch enable is connected to 0. Latch enable 0. Latch enable to 0. Okay. Now finish, we make the circuit. We already finished the circuit. Now the code. The purpose of the circuit is to represent or to visualize the temperature value using 2 7-segments. Now, the problem is the time variable uses one value, for example, 20 or 21. How can we divide this 21 to become, okay, this is 2 and this is 1, because we want to represent 2 in here and then 1 in here. So let's say the temperature, say that the temperature is 18 degrees of Celsius. So that means 1, the value of 1 will be sent to the left 7-segment, and then the value of 2 or the number of 8 will be sent to the right 7-segment. How can we split 18 to become 1 and 8? There are so many things that we can do to split that value. One of the solution is to use mod or modulo. So let's say we have the puluhan is 18 modulo 10, because percentage symbol is the modulo here. Okay, this one, reminder percentage. And then oh, sorry, this is the other one. For satuan is using the reminder, but for puluhan we are using this one. I think division. Yeah, we can use division. Okay, this one is not C, this one is Python. Sorry. So we're going to use this logic to get the puluhan and also the satuan. So then we need puluhan. Okay, so just use this one. Satuan. Then we need to, actually we don't need to, but that's okay. Let's do this. So it will be 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 8, 9, 10, and then 11. Okay, and then puluhan is temperature divided by 10. And then satuan is temperature modulo 10. Okay. Now how can we send puluhan and satuan to the 7 segment? Because puluhan and satuan, that means let's say puluhan could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until 9. And satuan also could be 0 up to 9. How can we send that value to pin number 2 to 5 and also 8 to 11? To do this, we need to, we need to convert that value, because the value is in decimal, we need to convert that value in decimal to become binary. Okay, now how can we do something like that? Okay, I believe I already create such code, such function. It's a counter. Not this one. No. This one. Yeah, let's try to do the code. It's using the array. Okay, I don't think we can use this code. So let me just try to create our own code. Okay, let's say the puluhan, let's say puluhan is 8. How to transform or convert this value to become binary? when we are going to do manually, we need to divide 8 with 2. So we're going to divide 8 with or using modulo 8. This is the first bit or the MSB. And then bit number 3, it will be 8 modulo, oh sorry, bit number 4 is 8 modulo 4, 2, and 1. Okay, sorry, I got confused. So we're going to 8 first divided by 2. We got 4 with the remainder of 0. And then we're going to divide 4 by 2. We got, okay, let's try another value. Let's say 7. 7 divided by 2, we got 3. And the remainder is 0. And then 3 divided by 2, we got 1. And the remainder is 1. And then the result is 1, 1, 1. How can we use this calculation and convert it using the program? Any suggestion? No? Okay. Okay, so first 7 is calculate using the modulo. 7 modulo 4, we got what? 3. Sorry. Divided by modulo 2, we got remainder of 1. And then we need to, okay, got confused. 7 divided by 2, okay, so first 7 divided by 2, we got 3. So we need 2 variables. First one is to store the division. Let's say D. And then we also need to calculate bit 4 is 7. 7 modulo 2, we got 1. Okay, now D is D divided by 2, because we got this one is D. So D will be divided by 2 to get 1. Now bit 3 is D modulo 1. Sorry, D modulo 2. So we get 1. Etc. Okay. So we need the D. Now, okay. D is temperature divided by 2. And then we're going to send the, sorry, not temperature, but puluhan divided by 2. And then we're going to send the remainder, let's say bit 4 is D modulo 2. Like this. D modulo 2. And then D is D divided by 2. And then bit 3 is, let's say, D modulo 2. D modulo 2. And then okay, let's try it out. Let's using serial print bit 4, bit 3. Oh, can we do something like this? Or do we need to use 4 serial print? Just try it out. Okay, there's an error. Oh, it's not declared. Bit 4. Okay, we cannot use something like this. So we need to split it to become 4. Serial port. Sorry, serial print. It's 1000. It's not correct. 1100. Oh, that's correct. Because 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, it's not correct. It's supposed to be 0110. Okay, still not correct. So the logic is not correct. Okay. Let's copy this logic. Now, let's say puluhan is equal to. Now, the first logic is puluhan divided by 2. So, D will have the value of 2 divided by 2 is 1. And then bit 4 is D modulo 1 modulo 2. So it will become, so bit 4 is 1. Sorry, 0. Because 2 modulo 2 is 0. That's actually correct. And then the second calculation is D become 1 divided by 2. So it becomes still 1. And then the bit 3 it become D is 1. 1 modulo 2 is 1. Okay, that's not correct. So 2, time is 6. Okay, I think I got confused a little bit about this. Let's take for example 7. So 7 is supposed to have the binary of 0, 1, 1, 1. So the bit number 4 is actually 7 divided by 8. And then bit 3 is 7 divided by 4. No. This one get 1. Okay. Bit 2, 7 divided by 2. But this one get 3. And that's not correct. And then bit 1 is, this is not correct. We're gonna use something like this. So we need to do 7. Okay, let's try to use 2. Like in this example. Puluhan is 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. And the remainder is 2 divided by 2, remainder of 2 is 0. And then 1. Ah, okay. I got mixed up. Okay, someone chat me. Yes, that's supposed to be 1. So 1 remainder of 2 is 1. And then D is still 1. So D divided by 2, 1 divided by 2 is still 1. And then bit 2. 1 modulo 2 is still 1. Okay. I need to knock on my brain first. It's very simple actually. Okay, let's say I have 7. I need to divide it by 2. Then I get 3. And then the remainder is 1. And then divided by 2 again. So the remainder is, sorry, they divided by 1. And then the remainder is 1. However, if I get 2, then divided by 2, I get 1 and then 0. So I need to stop when the division is already reached 1. That's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, okay, let's do the easiest way. Just use the if clause. Okay, so if puluhan equal to 9, sorry, we're going to do the easiest way, although this one is not simple in the logic thinking. So if puluhan is 9, then digital right. So I'm going to send 11 as high, and then 10 with low. Okay, this is going to be an ugly code. Then 9, pin number 9 is low. Then pin number 8 is high. Okay, this if the puluhan is 9. Else, if puluhan equal to 8, it will be, this one is low. Okay, and then this one is for 7. 7 is low, and then high, high, Hi. Okay, let's try it out first. Okay, let's move this to either 7, 8, or 9. Okay, now it's 7. 8, and then 9. Okay. Sorry, I got a bit fuzzy with my brain. So we just need to copy this again until it reaches the 0. This is 6. And then this one is 5. And then this one is 4. This one is 3. And this one is 2. And then this one is 1. And then the last one is, this one is 0. Now, let's try it again. Okay, it's 7. Something's not right. It's 9. Okay, that's 9. Okay. Oh, that's correct. But it's supposed to be 5. And it shows 7. So something is wrong. Something is still wrong. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ah, I forgot to modify the value, low and high. This is 7, and this one is supposed to be 6. So 6 is, this one is low. And 5. 5 is supposed to be, this is low. And 4 is supposed to be, this is low, and this is also low. And 3 is, this one is low. And this one is high and high. And 2 is, this one is low. And this one is low. And for 1 is low, low, and high. And 0 is low, 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 low. That's it. Now it's 2. 1, 6, 7, 8, etc. Okay, now you can do the rest with the second 7 segment. Let's just copy the code. Oh. Okay, this is for the satuan. This one is for satuan. Okay, now modify the pin number. We're supposed to be 2 to 5. 2. Oh, sorry. The other way around. It's supposed to be start with 5, 4, 3, 2. 5, 4, 3, 2. 5, 4, 3, 2. 5, 4, 3, 2. 5, 4, 3, 3, and then 2. And then 5, 4, 3, 2. 5, 4, 3, 2. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Then 5, 4, 3, 2. Then the last one is 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, start the program. 25. It's 38. It's 51, etc. That is one way to represent a value and visualize the value using 7-segment. However, the problem is one 7-segment needs 7 cable. And Arduino Uno has only 14 cable, and we already used D0 and D1 for serial monitor. So that means we are unable to use the 7-segment display if we are using the serial monitor. So the solution for this, we can use 3 ways. The first one is to use the BCD to 7-segment decoder. This is the first solution. And then the second solution is we can use something that serial parallel in and serial out. You can try to use something like this. I only need to use one cable to send the data, to send what's supposed to be visualized in the 7-segment. In here, we still need 4 cable, but we can use actually one cable by using the parallel in serial out. So we're going to send, okay, this is the value 4, for example, and then we're going to shift that value, and then that value will be represented using this one, 7-segment. Okay. Now, the third solution is by using, perhaps this is the second solution. For the second solution, we can use something that we call multiplexing. In multiplexing, actually we just need to turn on one 7-segment at a time. Okay, now you are on. Now you are on. Now you are on. But the switching is very fast that our eyes cannot distinguish between it's on and off. On. It's just like both of them are on. That's what we call multiplexing. You can find the multiplexing solution in my circuit. You can just try to search in my circuit. And then we can analyze that in BCD 7-segment, we still need 4 cable to represent the BCD, binary coded decimal. But by using multiplexing, we need 7 cable plus 1 for the multiplexing. Okay, so In parallel serial in, serial out, we just need one cable. Okay, so that's the number of cable that we're going to use if we are using each of the solution. If we have 2 7 segment, solution number 1 need 4 cable times 2. So we need 8 cable, just like our example in here. We need 8 cable, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But using the second solution, we just need 7 cable plus 1 for multiplexing. So we need, in here, we need 8 cable. And in here, we still need 8 cable. But the third solution, we need only 1 cable. Okay. Now, how about if we use, let's say, 4 7 segment? That means the solution number 1, we're going to need 4 cable times 4. So we're going to need 16 cable. It's not going to be able to be fit into the Arduino Uno. But using the multiplexing solution, we just need 7 cable plus 1. So I still use 8 cable. And for number 3, still need 1 cable. Although actually it needs more than 1 cable because we need the something that we call clock, and then we also need the input and clock. Yes, so we need 2 cable actually, clock and the data itself. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, if not, then don't forget to do the quiz number 10 display. First, I'm going to send this one to the, okay. Still haven't used the, haven't created the circuit, sorry, the activity. Okay, and then I believe you also need the this one, multiplexing. Okay, and then thank you for coming, and I'll see you next week. And next week we're going to discuss about connectivity. It's in theory point of view. Okay, thank you for coming, and bye-bye. Thank you, Alvarisi. Thank you, Ratna Alvaro.